Taking students on a field trip is a great way to spark their interest and motivate their learning in a specific content area. While field trips offer a great learning opportunity, they can be hard to organize and time-consuming, or the places teachers want to visit with students may be far away, located on the other side of the country, or perhaps the other side of the world. Virtual field trips provide one option for overcoming the typical problems associated with organizing and scheduling visits to locations such as museums and historic sites. In fact, virtual field trips can offer more opportunities because you can take students to places you couldn't otherwise go, like inside a volcano or to the ocean floor. Integrating virtual field trips into lesson activities may boost students' reading comprehension skills. Also, using virtual field trips to expose students to different cultures and environments may help increase their ability to understand the text you use in class. A virtual field trip takes students on a tour of a location using a series of websites that have been linked together, creating a guided experience. Since these do not require special software to use, they can be accessed from a classroom or home computer. Virtual field trips can enhance the content of a lesson by providing an activity that extends students' experience with the topic by taking them outside of the classroom and into a different learning environment. For example, if you are an art teacher, you may want to integrate a virtual field trip that takes students on a journey through the world's most famous museums, such as the Louvre in France. Or if you are a science teacher, you may want to integrate a virtual field trip into a lesson that guides students across the ocean floor. In both examples, the virtual field trip has content-based information integrated into the trip, which makes the learning experience more concrete. Now that you know what a virtual field trip is and have an idea of how they can be used in your classroom, try answering this question. While virtual field trips may not offer the same sensory experience as being in the physical location, they do have advantages over traditional on-site field trips. One such advantage is the freedom they give students to move at their own pace. Students have the time to explore the virtual environment with as much detail as they want, reading and interacting with the content at a pace that is appropriate for them. The active learning promoted by the interaction associated with virtual field trips is another advantage. By encouraging students to explore topics related to their own depth of interest, virtual field trips give students the opportunity to take control of their own learning, making it a more meaningful experience. Another benefit is that virtual field trips are not limited to a single visit. They can be replayed over and over again, providing many opportunities for students to review and explore. Plus, aside from the logistical advantages virtual field trips offer, they can be integrated into different classroom activities in many ways. There are many ways virtual field trips can be used to enhance a content lesson. They can be used as the basis of a collaborative project between students, or assigned to individual students to foster an existing interest they have in a content area. Virtual field trips can even be explored with the entire class. Using a projector that can be hooked up to a computer, you can lead the entire class through the virtual field trip, then have students go back through the field trip so they can explore the content more thoroughly. Now that you know about virtual field trips and understand how they can be integrated into classroom activities, think about how you could use them in one of your lessons and try answering the following question. There are many resources on the Internet for virtual field trips that are appropriate for different grade levels. Some virtual field trips are created for specific grades to target the curriculum needs and skill level of the students that will be using them. Another option is for teachers to create their own virtual field trip, using the websites they have collected as resources for a topic. When creating a virtual field trip for students, you can link together various websites, videos, music clips, and maps related to the topic, and create a multimedia learning experience. Because virtual field trips are based on the linking together of websites, they are a good way to tap into expert resources on a single topic and share them with students. When you create a virtual field trip for your classes, you can customize the content to meet the needs of your specific students. A virtual field trip can bring new experiences into the classroom. Whether you have students explore the environment on their own, or you have them work together to form an understanding about a topic, virtual field trips expand the classroom environment to provide new and unique learning opportunities. Here are some real-life examples of how the concepts discussed in this lesson could be used in a classroom, either as a teaching tool or an administrative aid.